Good morning, friends, and welcome to Quick Thoughts Devotions. You know, one of the best things that we can think upon, and one of my favorite things to think upon, is the sufficiency and the supremacy of Jesus Christ. There are many things that you might say are different from one religion to the other, but the most important thing, we can disagree on some of the smaller issues, you might say. As a former pastor of mine used to say, we need to major on the major and minor on the minors. But the major central thing is that my faith, my religion, all that I teach and believe is centered upon the sufficiency and the supremacy of Jesus Christ. It's truly Christ that I serve, and I hope, my friends, that it's the same with you. I'd like to look this week at some passages from the New Testament book of Hebrews, one of my favorite books in the New Testament, because it speaks so well and so eloquently about the sufficiency and supremacy of Jesus. Let's take our first reading from Hebrews in chapter 3. Starting in verse 5, it says, "Now Moses was faithful in all God's house as a servant, to testify to the things that were spoken to later. But Christ is faithful over God's house as a son, and we are his house if indeed we hold fast our confidence and our boasting in our hope." My friends, what's the simple message? I hope you go back and read the entirety of this chapter, in fact this book. But just this short segment this morning, what I'd like to bring about and cause you to think about, or hope to cause you to think about, is the fact of this. Now, Moses was a great leader in the Old Testament. Moses, you might say, is one of the heroes of our faith. Moses was an integral part of the story of the Hebrew people in the Old Testament, leading forth to Jesus' birth. But my friends, Moses is nothing compared to Jesus. My friends, if our faith is based on any type of leader, whether they be a biblical character, a historical character, or whether it be a leader in our church, such as a pastor or a teacher or a deacon, my friends, that's not biblical faith, and it will fall short. There have been many men that I have known who are heroes of my faith, that I've known, men who studied and lived lives disciplined toward the Scriptures and in prayer, and they were greatly blessed by it, but my faith is in none of them. My faith is not in Moses, my faith is not in Abraham, nor any other man, woman, or child save Jesus Christ. My friends, Moses was great and faithful in all that he had. We have many faithful servants of the Lord even today over all that the Lord has given them to do and to preach and to teach. But they are all but servants, just as Moses. I hope this morning that you can say with a surety that your faith is based not upon the servant of God, but upon the Son of God, Christ Jesus.